Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Cece, and I'm here. It has been a good 2 years. But anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. The only thing that matters is that I'm here, and I'm here to, share some fun with you guys.
Oh my god, what is that?
Please forgive me. Please. In today's video, we're just gonna be yapping and drawing on Procreate. I have a new iPad and it's
Brother,
You will not stop me, universe. You will not stop me. 10-10. In today's video, we're gonna be drawing this. Hopefully y'all can see. Yes, let's see. Cut. Enough chit chat. Let's get on to the video. Okay, honest to God, I don't be knowing what to be talking about in these voiceovers, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't be knowing what to say. But I know people prefer if I were to do a voiceover instead of just like watching me draw. I'm just gonna talk about my characters because that's what I'm drawing, so yeah. Okay, so I have a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, I have a handful of characters. I post them on Instagram. You should totally follow me on Instagram, you will see them. But one of these days I'm gonna do a proper character introduction, but I do want to make more illustrations of my characters so you guys can get a feel of who they are as a person type shit. I really do enjoy making little silly comics of my characters. I just enjoy making comics of, which is what I'm going to school for, actually. But yeah, I do enjoy doing that. But I every time I post a little comic, I guess because it's not in actual comic book form, those videos don't do very well. I do have more from way back when, in 2022 and shit. I definitely improved in my art, and I want to make better comics because the comics, quote unquote, from 2022 aren't really comics. I do have in my sketchbook, the sketchbook that I'm working on now, I do have little short comics in there. I also did post a short comic of Kai and Destiny, my favorite. But even though I am appreciative of all the people that did it, it doesn't I don't know, because when I think of my art, I think of it as something that's really cool, and I spend hours on this shiz. Artists to artists, the artists get it. You spend hours upon hours upon hours on this piece, and you think, oh my god, this is so cool, this is gonna be so great, right? It's gonna do so great, the numbers are gonna be great because look at it, it's amazing. And then the numbers don't do good, and you're just kind of well, damn. And it can be that could be extremely discouraging. I know it can, because it has been for me, which is why I am not consistent in posting, because I get too caught up in how many likes and how well it's gonna perform, instead of actually enjoying the time, or actually enjoying the process of me making whatever I'm making. It's crazy how I be saying all this stuff and I be aware, and I still don't do nothing to fix it. That's crazy. The question is, how does one even go about fixing that issue? How does one heal not worrying about people's opinion? I don't know how to decenter that, especially when it comes to my art, because I do it in my favorite thing is to show people, and I like their reactions, oh my gosh, this is so cool, because yeah, my it is cool. I spent 8 hours on it. You better think it's cool. And as a person who's I don't give a about anything and all other aspects of my life, I should know how to not give up. When it comes to other people's opinion. See, when it comes to other people's opinion about me and about what I do and how I choose to live, I don't give a flying dookie bop bullcrap. I don't care. I don't care, because it doesn't matter, because I'm living my life. It's me. But when it comes to my art, though, something that I care about, something that I cherish, something that I like literally spend my entire life working on, like I care. And I care a lot. I feel like that's also part of the reason why, like, for so many years I wasn't, making art that I wanted to make. I was making art that I thought people would enjoy. And I feel like a lot of art creators, or a lot of creators in general, tend to just do stuff out of what they think, people would enjoy. But I feel like if I'm just myself and I, do what I want to do, people will like it. It's easy to say that when it comes to, like, your way of life. When it comes to my art specifically, it's hard to do that because I seek validation. I seek outward or outside validation to know that my art is good. And I think a lot of artists do that unconsciously. Damn! Look at me cracking the code, emotional intelligence. Once I learn how to navigate those emotions and things of that nature, I think I'll be able to post consistently from then on. But I think the ADHD got the best of us. What was we talking about at the beginning? I think we were talking about my characters. Yes, my characters. So the two people that I'm drawing right now are my characters, Vicky and Liam. And they got this little forbidden love situation going on because like she's the daughter of the devil and like he's the son of God, basically Jesus. But maybe he's the son of Jesus. Maybe I just need to work that out. But, forbidden love, because it's an angel and a demon together. You get the gist. But yeah, they had this forbidden love going on, but they love each other regardless, and they're gonna be together forever, tight like a booty hole, locked in forever, because that's what they do, and they love each other, period. I love that for them. I also have all my characters are in a committed relationship because I am so single, so single, and it just cures my heart. It brings me joy because I haven't been able to find the love that I draw about in real life. And that's what I want. I want it to be, we're not here to talk about that either. Anyway, back to my characters. A little bit about Vicky. She's crazy. She's cool. She's just a girl, but she's emo as fuck. Like, their personalities are like opposites attract. She's kind of like this crazy, anxious, like, and I don't know, she just has this like really fiery personality, as one would say. A very fiery personality, and then like he's like cool, calm, and collected. So he just keeps her calm, so she doesn't like go insane, Now, I had these characters since like middle school, like 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade. I'm pretty sure it was longer or whatever. Yeah, I had these characters for a really, 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 really long time. And like, I've been developing them. I have, their design and whatnot, and trying to build like a story. Now, because I am gonna make a comic. I do want to make a comic, guys. I do. But I am a whore for world building, so it's gonna take a while. But yeah, at first, I didn't have as many characters. At first, it was just Vicky and Destiny. Those were the first two that I started out with, because I had seen this like video of these two best friends, and they had like polar opposite aesthetics, and I was like, oh my god, what if I make characters with polar opposite aesthetics? Oh my god, I'm gonna be so cool. So that's where that idea stemmed from. Then I made my character Summer, my water queen, my spiritual queen, my spiritual baddie. I'm not sure exactly how Summer came about, but I think I like drew a sketch, and like I really, really, really liked that sketch, and I was like, okay, what if I make this a consistent character to go with my other characters, and then it could be 3 pretty best friends. So yeah, that's where it came from. But now I have like a meaning, now that I've like developed their personalities a little more, giving them a little bit more caricature. I can properly say things now, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the big 3, and when I say big 3, I'm referring to Vicky, Destiny, and Summer, the 3 pretty best friends. They're like all representative of like my emotions. If that makes sense. Vicky is my anger, obviously, hence why she's like emo as hell, and she's always mean mugging, and she's like, if you go on my Instagram and look at the pictures I have of her, she's always mean mugging. She's never smiling unless she's with her man or with her besties. And, you know, period. I love that for her. Not only does she represent my anger, she also represents the strength that I hold within myself, because I'm a strong being, period. But, you know, she's standing 10 toes down behind her besties. She's standing 10 toes down behind any and everybody that she loves, period. And she keep it P. She keep it real P. She keep it real. Like me, period. Oh, I love that. And, like, a common misconception with her is that people view her as mean, when, like, no, she's not mean. She just stands up for herself. And, you know, she defends herself. And she defends those who can't defend themselves, you know? And she just sets boundaries. And she's just that. Even though, like, all my characters are like that, she really is, like, the king, okay? The king, the empress of bad bitches. And she gonna tell it like it is, whether you want to hear it or not. She's finna tell you. Period. Love that about her. Love that about me. Okay, the next one is Destiny. Now, Destiny, she represents my happiness and my optimism and, like, my will to live when I have one. But yeah, Destiny is the type of person to, like, bring hope, like, when there's, like, she brings hope in, like, hopeless situations. Or, like, she'll just brighten up the room with her personality, because she's, like, she's so happy and, like, so happy and go lucky, and, like, everybody loves to be around that energy. I think I harvest that energy sometimes if you don't piss me off, you know. Yeah, she's so happy, she's so go lucky, she's so loving, she's so caring, and, you know, she brings out, you know, that side of people just by being herself, if that makes sense. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Now, Summer represents my wisdom and the wisdom that I have, you know, because she's very wisdom. She's very earth angel. She's very mother nature. She gives mother, like, yes, mother, slay, eat 'em up, you know what? Summer is that type of person that you would want to call when you, like, when you're ready to be vulnerable, and, like, you'll know that she'll listen to you and she'll take care of you, even because vulnerability is a hard thing, and it's a hard thing to explore all in itself. So you go to her when you know you need to be vulnerable with somebody, and, you know, open up and, like, actually get advice and actually get help, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Summer is very mother. She gives very mother. She's very nurturing. She's very caring, you know. She loves to bake, you know. She loves the flowers. She loves the leaves, you know. And, like, they all have powers. All my characters have powers. We'll get into that. I think I just need to do a separate video on, like, all my characters. But anyways, yeah, she loves to bake, and she likes to be outside. She likes to be in nature. Summer is a mermaid, but she's a mermaid that, like, got separated from her family. How did she get separated from her family? That I don't know, and I'll get back to you on that one. But yeah, she's a mermaid who lives on land. You know, like, once she, like, gets in the water, you know, that's, you know, that whole thing. You know, that whole H2O. Yeah. But yeah, those are the big three, and the big three's partners. For Vicky, it's Liam. For Destiny, it's Kai. And for Summer, it's Tyler. Now, you can go on my Instagram, you can go on my TikTok, and you can see the little short, quote-unquote, comics that I made about them, so you can really get a feel for them, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hopefully I can commit enough to be consistent, but just like Corey, I don't know. And I'm not going to speak on it, because every time I speak on it, I never do it. So, you know what? We'll see. We'll see. But hopefully I can commit to this and actually, like, get over myself. And that's another thing. Like, I feel like I judge myself too harshly, or, like, I'm too hard on myself, and, like, I'm, like, a perfectionist. So, like, if it's not up to my standards, if it's not up to my par, I just won't post it. Like, I have so many I recorded a YouTube video during the summer, edited all of it, edited the thumbnail, the voiceover, the intro, the outro, just not to post it, because I was like, I can do better. So if anybody has any tips on how to fix that, it will be greatly appreciated, because it's an actual problem. Like, I'm a perfectionist to the T. Like, I even when it comes to Instagram, I have so many drawings from Procreate, like, last year and the year before that, but I never ever posted it, because I was like, okay, this isn't good enough. Nobody's gonna like this. And I gotta get out of the habit of, like, talking down on myself. And Or I also need to get out of the habit of caring what the people think. Like I was saying earlier, I just get anxiety and I just think like, oh my gosh, nobody's gonna like this. Nobody's gonna pay attention to me. Nobody's gonna care. And oftentimes it does feel like that when nobody likes it, or like people just view it and don't like it. It can feel like, oh my god, nobody cares. I'm total garbage. Like, although I know I shouldn't let it get to me, it gets to me. I think it's important, not just for me, but for all artists, to find a way to like see the value in their art regardless of how many likes or how many clicks or how many views it gets, because I feel like that's most of the time the Debbie Downers for people, you know. At least it is for me. I don't know. I'm just speaking from experience. I think the main focus as artists should be exploring our creativity and what we like, regardless of the opinions of others or the shuns from others or the dirty looks from others, because I want to do a lot with my art. Like I want to do a lot. For example, I love creepy stuff. Like I love creepy art, horror art, gore art. I love that. But for a long time I never really explored that with my art because of the opinions of others. It's not that like people were like actually saying, oh my god, if you do this I would hate it. Da, 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 da. It's just the thought of others' opinions that was stopping me from exploring that part of me or that part of my art. And when you let others' opinions weigh you down, it's so self-limiting. Like you're just limiting yourself. You're creative for a reason. You have that creative urge for a reason, you know. Explore it. It's easier said than done, because you might want to explore things that, you know, not everyone will be a fan of. But you're not here to put art out there for everyone to be a fan of. The universe, God, whoever you believe in, gave you those gifts for you to explore and for you to express yourself. So express yourself and explore yourself freely, regardless of what people think. You're creative just to be creative. So be fucking creative and do it for yourself. Don't do it for any other reason besides you. If you like it, fucking like it. And if nobody else likes it, well, fuck 'em. It looks cool. I think it looks cool. We all think it looks cool, unless it's some weird actual racism, anything that's like actually not okay. You know? I'm right here preaching for real, y'all. But anyway, can we actually talk about how addicting it is to draw digitally once you finally get that Apple Pen? Like, I'm hooked. I don't know. It's just something about it, you know? It just eats every time. It eats every time. I love how like it's like very clear. I also love experimenting with colors. With, you know, traditional art, you can't really, well, you can, but it's just a little bit easier and less risque with digital art, you know? So I really like exploring colors. I've started doing this thing where instead of using like a brown or like a darker shade to do the shadows, I started to use like green and blues and purples, and that just makes your art pop so much more. Why did nobody tell me that? Why didn't y'all put me on? Y'all could have put me on. You know, like I feel like I'm a little behind in the game. But I'm kind of running out of things to say. I also like don't script these voiceovers, so these are just like straight off the dome for real, y'all. So they're all over the place, but y'all gotta bear with me, because, you know, just keeping it peak, keeping it real. Anyways, you know, you can like enjoy the rest of this without my voice in the background. But before I leave, you know, you should like this video and like subscribe to my channel, because you think I'm so funny, you think I'm so cool. Like, you can try to deny it. You could try to deny it, but you already know what's tea. So you should just go ahead and do that. And you should share it with your friends too, because it's such a good video. All right, let me shut up. All right, bye. guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Doodles.
Help a fellow Negro out and subscribe.